This video shows you the changes that we've made to the quotes, jobs, and quote report. The reason for these changes is to increase performance, to reduce the time taken to create the quotes, and also to help formatting the quotes and job specifications. Now if we go and start with creating a quote, you select a customer like normal, you click go to create a new quote, and this is a fairly familiar site, but there's quite a few changes. You can select the address. Notice that the suburb is now listed here. Next, we've changed the heading, so it's now the quote specification, and we've changed the areas to be serviced to being job description. Don't worry about all your existing quotes. They have come under this new format, but there won't be any changes or loss of information. So if we go here, cleaning, office and showroom, you can put on all your other information as well. One of the major differences is the fact that there is no longer a list of offering types. These are areas to be serviced like reception, kitchen, etc. We have taken all that and we put it into one window where you manage the addition, the deletion, and the order in which they appear. In order to get to these offering types, you click on this link at the bottom. We've also moved the other links down to the bottom here for easy reference. Okay, these are the offering types. You'll notice that they've actually been listed in a more logical order, with the more frequently used ones at the top and the less frequently used ones at the bottom. You select the ones that you want to appear. The ones that you haven't selected, like these ones here, won't appear in the system. You can also change the order by clicking these arrows and moving them up and down. You can also use the plus button to add a duplicate. It may be that you've got an office area on the 10th floor and one on the 8th floor. And then you click save. You can come back to this particular page to manage your offering types at any stage by just simply re-clicking on that link. Now you'll see that it's actually collapsed them all. Once again, for ease of use, you don't have to scroll up and down, and it's opened the first offering type. Now, like the offering types, the offerings are not listed here either. They are also managed in a separate window, and you get to that by clicking on that link. It shows you all the offerings, and once again, we've ordered them in a more logical order to make it easier to format and to add and manipulate. So I'm just going to add a few of these. Once again, you can move them up and down, you can add duplicates, etc. If you need to change any of them by adding them more or deleting some, you just go back into this link here. The other major thing that we've changed is we've pre-populated these fields. So you'll notice here that we've put in the frequency, the weeklies. We've put in some products. Each line has its own specific products to be used. And you've got this fill-in spot. And you've got the number of units. We've put some default figures in there so that it saves those rows correctly. So for the days, you just simply click, select, like normal, but then in order to complete the others, all you need to do is that. You can override any of these by just simply selecting what you want, and there we go. You can put your notes in, etc., and then you can go and do all the others. Okay, so then you save draft as normal. Now, one of the other major changes to the quote screens is this reject quote. You can now note that a quote has been rejected by a customer by simply clicking onto this and click OK. And this now locks that quote. You can make a comment to simply say too expensive, click save. and it'll be displayed in the history of the quote. Too expensive. Okay. Now the next thing that we've made changes to is around the quote report. So if we go and do this here and run that, you'll notice that we've added a new column, created by. This is extremely helpful if you've got multiple staff members for that regional that are creating quotes. The other thing that we've changed is we've now added the reject in the filter. So if you click on that, it will show you just the rejected quotes. So that makes it easier for you to manage. So that's the changes to the quote report. Now if we have a quick look at the changes to the job sheet, similar to the quotes, we have tried to simplify the way in which the default screen shows. So as you can see here, compressed so you can get directly to the information that you want. So you can, for example, change your address if you want. Additional information, this is pulled through from the quote, and you can add additional information. So for example here, parking at the back of the building. So stuff that's sort of additional to the job. Then you've got the franchisee, so you can see the payment types, franchisee, all the same old stuff. And then you've got the job description. This is more about the job and what you're to do on the job rather than additional information. And then your job specification, which is all your offering types and your offerings. Now we've changed this to save changes. And the final change that we've made is that we've changed this from jobs completed to complete jobs, but the functionality is the same. So that is a summary of the changes that we've made to the quote, job and quote reports. If you've got any questions, please refer them to